Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So this has been going around. I saw it on Twitter. You've probably seen it too. It says today she will be out of our lives. And I've seen it on Twitter and also on YouTube. But I wanted to have a conversation and people feel the way they feel. Of course, I did not vote for Kamala. And it was yeah, we're just talking and someone said, "Oh, she could be crying." And she could be, you know. She could be crying. I mean, we can disagree in politics, but she's a human being. I think she really thought she had a great chance and was gonna nail it. I think she thought, hey, this was going to be the chance, and I think that's what also drew a lot of support from women to have the first female president. You know, that's what I think. So if she is crying, that's a possibility. Let's try it one more time. She is a human being, and human beings do cry. Oh yeah. um Late to concede. When it's like this, as a presidential candidate, you typically already have your speech as the winner, the triumphant one, and then you have a speech when you concede. So it's taken a while to hear the speech. Her, do the concession speech, concede her, the loss. She lost the race for president. Trump won. And then I saw this. It says Kamala didn't even show up to her own headquarters event at her cherished HBCU, Howard University. It says once she had no more use for the black community, she left them hanging. And this person says, this is Mrs. Evans, 916. She said, some of these kids I know personally, as my daughter went to Howard for the last 3 years. It is truly shameful and telling how she left these kids hanging last night and couldn't even come out and face them. And I totally get what she's saying. I think it would have been better if she would have just, came out, uh, and just face the crowd, give the concession speech. But I think also, again, just my opinion, it's taken a while. I mean, come on. I watched it last night and for some reason got up. What was it? After 3 o'clock, and I just had to turn the TV on to see what was up. Okay. And I was like, wow. So Donald Trump's she had 224 of the electoral vote. Donald Trump had 266 and needed 270 to win. And I was like, wow. So either those four votes are going to go ahead and pop up anytime soon, or, what exactly. But it's like, at that point, you have to know she had 224. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. But people felt some type of way that she didn't at least come out on the stage. And as you can see here, like this young lady, very, very upset. So again, for someone saying, oh, maybe she's crying, and people, being facetious, she could be. And I'm not going to go ahead and shame somebody for crying. Again, I don't agree with with her politics, of course not. But yeah, she could be crying because this right here, I think, again, just my opinion, for women, this is going to be like this is going to be a major deal. It was going to be a major deal. Wow, she's already in the White House. Oh my goodness, all the money that she raised. You got the celebrities. But it didn't work this time because I think part of it, life is so serious. Americans are hurting. And to see all this money going out to the illegal immigrants, people weren't checking for it anymore, is what I think. The black community, my goodness. Candace Owens may have played a part in the results, especially with her information. Wow, Candace Owens read that book. If I had not been watching Candace Owens, because I can just tell you now, I would not have read. I don't even have time. But even if I did, I would not have read the book on Kamala. I just wouldn't have. If Candace had not read that book, a lot of the factual information would not have come out. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't know if Donald J. Trump got a position for Candace. I'm just saying. I do wonder. But yeah, so I think now social media, this shows you, I think, two things. Of course, we know the power of social media. And also, when Americans start to realize that, hey, things aren't looking great. People are suffering, and Americans are not willing to suffer in silence. Nah, people are going to be vocal. They're not going to just sit there and smile for the camera on some issues. I think people saw, hey, this is my life, my livelihood. Oh, that's right. Already lost that. So I think it was going to be a big, super, deal. She was going to be just standing at the threshold of going to be the first ever female president of the United States of America. In my opinion, again, I can't speak for her. I know one of the representatives gave that speech, and he was like, "Oh, they're gonna wait till every vote is counted." Sweetie, when you saw Trump had that 260 and she had 224 votes from the electoral college, you need 270. She had 224. You already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. A miracle was not going to happen. A miracle was not going to happen and just pop out of nowhere, and here we go. So yeah, this right here, I feel for the people. They were even saying, oh, there was some advertisement. I saw a news article saying, oh, there might be a hit, by Beyonce about some type of, some kind of watch party. Well, we watched it, and now it's over. Now we're going to see number 45 / number 47. I think I'm hearing two different things. It's the first time it's happened, but he's served 2 non-consecutive terms. So, wow. 45 and 47, especially out of all that he went through. I mean, they were trying to lock Trump up, but you got to be strong. So this right here, someone's like, oh, she could be crying. Yeah, she could be. Just because she's, I didn't vote for her, but just because she's in the White House, quite wealthy. Listen, we already know Kamala gonna be okay because don't forget that war chest. I heard it was $240 million one while. Oprah gave $150 million. I heard Bill Gates gave her a whole, something similar to that amount. So Kamala will be okay. But what's the issue? The issue is she was going to be the first female president if she had won. If she had won, this would have been, I think, by her being an AKA sorority. Oh my God, an AKA made it to the White House. You understand? So factors like that, and they're all looking at Kamala. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And the fact that it was so close was like, wow. The fact that it was so close, I'll say that was a major thing in itself. How close it was between her and Donald Trump. I was like, wow. It was like, you're looking at 47%, 51%. Oh my goodness. Could in my mind thinking, could this be a toss up at any minute? The fact that it was so super close. Oh my goodness. That was a lie. So yeah, as for someone saying, oh, she could be crying, I'm not gonna sit up here and ha 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 that, nah. Because at the end of the day, regardless of the position, I don't have to agree with her, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and stay with decency. At the end of the day, you have a politician, you have a human being. And I think a lot was riding on it, especially for women. I really do believe that's my opinion. A whole lot was riding on this, in my opinion, for women. This was going to be major. A whole lot was riding on this for Howard. Some people are like, oh my gosh, she's going to win. And then we're going to say we have a president that attended Howard University, her alma mater. She became president. That was going to be a feather in their cap, whether you agree with the politics or not. So, someone saying, oh, maybe she's somewhere crying. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Again, she's a human being. I don't have to agree with the politics, but yeah, if she's somewhere crying, I could see that. But let's go ahead and get she's supposed to speak this afternoon. Go ahead and concede and be strong. She's accomplished something that a lot of women have and we can only dream of. And I'm putting politics aside. But when I just hearing that, I thought, wow, I'm like, yeah, it is possible. Yeah, I'm sure she does. Now she can pick a mansion and go home to it and cry, unlike me. Okay, I might can come up with a mini mansion, as some say, but seriously, Cameron's gonna be okay. But yeah, cry. Yeah, she could be crying. Would not surprise me at all. Old girl could be crying. Why? A big letdown. I think, she got so close and the race was so tight. So this here, some people will cry. This lady, the young girl, like right here. So let me know. What do you think about the fact that she did not come on stage? Do you feel that maybe she should have? She's going to speak today. I just saw a report that she has already contacted Donald Trump and, you know, congratulated him on his win. But do you think that it was wrong of her to not come out, maybe to wait and see, okay, if maybe the numbers are going to do a switcheroo or, a miracle is going to happen? Do you think she was wrong to not come out? And let's say she did become emotionally upset. I'm not going to dehumanize somebody. Let's just say she did become upset. Okay, what if she wasn't? Again, I can't confirm or deny, but it's nothing wrong. We got to also just keep, I think, the human aspect. I have not been Team JoeyB. Unless you're new to the channel, you already know that. Some of you guys are. Gee, some of my friends. Oh, hell, I can already tell you. Those chicks voted for Kamala and Biden. I don't get on the phone and go, oh, hey, Charles. Oh, Tam. Well. Donald Trump. Well, I don't do that. No, we're better than that. I don't do that. Because why? Number one, they know how I am about Donald Trump. I know how they are about Kamala. So I don't get on the phone and go, oh, I'll do a text. Hey, your candidate just lost, girl. You should be on the winning team. No. Because I know that they are true blue. And that is their right. They can do what they want to do. We're all individuals. Some people are immature. Well, we're not friends anymore. I don't like your channel anymore. You don't have to like it. I'm not asking you to, personally. But yeah, so what do you think? Do you think that maybe, that she should have persevered and came out on stage? Do you think, hey, maybe she wanted to see if there was going to be a change in numbers, as the guy said, the representative, that all the votes are counted? Was that a factor? And again, as someone said, oh, she might be crying. She could be. She could be crying. Won't be the first, won't be the last. I think a whole lot was riding on this. Oh my goodness. First female president, first Indian president, Howard University, I believe graduate, AKA in the White House. I think a lot of that was riding on it. I really do. I think a whole lot of that was riding on it. The people made a decision. The people make the decision. So yeah, I can disagree with the person, but I'm a troll enough, but I'm not one to, oh yeah, well if she is crying, keep on crying, chick. You better pack. Now, people, you can joke like that, but I'm like, even if she sheds a tear, that would be understandable. I mean, the chick is human. I don't agree with her. She sure wouldn't agree with me. Probably would not even like me. Might, like, oh, I hate Simply Said. That's possible, but maybe not. But you just have to, I think, just keep humanity in it. Be respectful. So yeah, I think this was a moment of potential policies. Not every single policy people are going to agree with aside. I think it was a potential of female girl power to say, hey, we can do it. And the fact that it didn't happen, all eyes are looking at Kamala. It's just her, because Joey be out the picture. He might be at the little home by now. I don't know. He might be in the room sitting up. Where am I? Who am I? Did George Bush Jr. win? Oh, I'm sorry. Did Truman win? Uh, dude, yeah, just take a nap. But yeah, so if she did, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if she, cries or what have you. I'm not saying she did, but even if she did, at the end of the day, politics aside, still a human being. I don't agree with her. at the end of the day, hey, female persuasion. So I just think a lot was riding on her, and I'm sure this is, man, this has got to be a crushing blow. Very crushing. And it was so tight. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So, anyway, what do you all think? I just think, again, I can dislike people's politics, what have you. Like I said, my friends, oh my goodness, they are true blue. I'm trying to tell you. I don't call and go, well, I got my Donald Trump t-shirt on. Let me put on, get send you a picture. No, I don't do that. That's trivial. And we may talk about it later. What are we talking about today? Oh yeah, a design idea, and also this furniture. But yeah, so what do you think? There's nothing wrong with, a person showing emotion. And I'm sure she, at some point I would expect her to maybe shed a tear like, oh my gosh, I was so close. I was so close. A lot, I think, was riding on Kamala. And that's why the women support, just in my opinion, so much. That's why I think they supported her. And also about, reproductive rights. Anyway, let me know what you all think. I'm sure her speech when she concedes, I'm sure the world's going to be watching. You know, uh, what she can see is going to be quite interesting. I'll be watching it. But yeah, people, let's just not, I'm just saying, lose our humanity. I voted for Trump. Trump won. I wish I had done that call. Yesterday, my mind told me, do a call on DJT. Do a call. Because he's probably going to win and the stock is going to boop. And I didn't do the call on DJT. And he won and the stock did boop. It was up $9. Ah! I know that would have been a great call for the my fellow traders out there. Aside from that, though, but then hey, just so you know, it did go down. Last I checked, I'm out for the day. Last I checked, maybe an hour or two ago, it was like just up $2. So hey, profit taken. A lot of people have the same idea. Oh my gosh, he's gonna win, or if he wins, he's gonna boop, and it did exactly that. So as for Kamala, listen, book deals away, $100,000. What speaking fees potentially? Oh man. Now on the book deal, be very accurate because we know what somebody named Candace Owens will do. She'll read the book and yeah, she might kind of come for you. But yeah, so people said, "Oh, her career's over now." Come on, not for any president. You can get paid. I've heard them getting paid like $100,000 just for a speech. I mean, seriously, you know. Now, I don't think anyone's going to be paying JoeyB, for a speech. I mean, he might forget where he is. So I don't see anybody paying him for a speech. Yeah, not even $3. We've seen enough. We've seen enough talking to the flag. We're done. But yeah, but I'm just going to say, as a woman, oh, she's probably crying. Yeah, and even if she is, yeah, understandable. We're going to, of course, keep our humanity. So let me know what you all think. If you're going to watch her, when she concedes, watch that speech. But yeah, this right here, I just think a whole lot was riding on it. And to them, she was that woman. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.